Belmond Klemme serving first. It's number 8, Ryan Sander. He's blocked out of bounds. Point for Lake Mills. 1-zip in the early going. It's Dana Bauman serving. A double hit or something there. I was looking up a number, I gotta tell you. So it's 2-0 Lake Mills. And Dana keeps serving, of course. There's a set. A nice hit over the net, but we have another point for Lake Mills. It's like a net violation. 3-zip. Dana's third serve. The block at the net. Nicely done by Mallory Wilhelm, along with Taya Kessler. Both there. It's 4-0. Early going here. Lake Mills leading Belmond Klemme. Over the net for Belmond Klemme, and here comes Lake Mills. There's a kill for Taya Kessler. And it's 5-0. Dana Bauman, the libero position. There's a nice dig there by Laura Knutson. Tapped over. Nice job by Ryan Sander, and it's going to get the serve over to Belmond Klemme. 5-1 is our score now in favor of Lake Mills. First game, best 3 out of 5. Serve goes into the net and back to Lake Mills. It's going to be Ashley Groh. We have a whistle here, a substitution. Jaden Joint comes out of the game. And Audrey Casperson is in for Lake Mills. Ashley Groh will be serving. 6-1 lead. The set, and over her head. 7-1 Lake Mills. See how many Ashley can go through here. Oop. Jim Beamer, of course, the head coach, Lake Mills, the athletic director as well, and he's got this team always finely tuned. Obviously, you win 14 conference championships in a row, you're not messing around. 7-2, Lake Mills. That's a deep serve, it goes out. Another substitution into the game, Hannah Hansen, replacing Laura Knutson. That front line there. You get some tall players, a lot of 5'8", 5'10", 5'11s for Lake Mills. That helps too. And Belmond Klemme gets it over in time. Here's a nice set, and that go off. It went off one of the Belmond Klemme players for a point. 9-2, Lake Mills. Back to serve, Mallory Wilhelm. Middle hitter, 5'11 senior. 9-2, Lake Mills up. And serving, that's an ace for Mallory. 10-2. And another point off of the Belmond Klemme player there, Madison Barris. So 11-2 and a quick timeout. Let's take a little break here. We'll be back with more volleyball action from Lake Mills on LakeMillsBulldogs.com. Back in Lake Mills for volleyball action here on Bulldogs, LakeMillsBulldogs.com. It's 11-2 Lake Mills with the early lead here. Game 1, best 3 out of 5 against Belmond Klemme. And back to serve for Lake Mills, Mallory Wilhelm, the 5'11 senior who has an ace, serving just a little bit ago. 1-0 are the Bulldogs. The Broncos are 0-1 on the year. And we're set to get back into action here with Wilhelm serving. 11-2 lead. Ooh, that one hit a rafter, but they still got it over, and I think it was hit twice there by Hannah Hansen. So they're going to point to the Broncos, and they now trail 11-3. Serving is Kennedy Gabrielson. 12-3, Lake Mills scoring again. Serving is number 9, Taya Kessler. 12-3 lead. Here's a set, and nope, can't get it over. It was Audrey Casperson kind of backing up on the hit because the set went over her head. Those are tough to get over, but early in the season, they'll work these things out. It's 12-4 now. Broncos getting that point. Madison Barris serving for the Broncos. There's a nice hit over. That would be Hannah Hansen getting that one off the player. Kill. Substitution again. Out was Audrey Casperson, in Megan Groh. Serving for Lake Mills at 13-4 is Jaden Joint, 5'5 senior. That one goes long. So a point for the Broncos, 13-5. It's hard for me from my vantage point to see the servers on this side of the court, but I don't even have a number 34 for the Broncos, but they get that point, 13-6. And the serve underway. Here's a set. Broncos able to come back, but that's out. Serve goes back over to Lake Mills with a lead now of 14-6. Number 4, Laura Knutson, the 5'4 senior, serving for the Bulldogs now. Oh, that's a kill. Mallory Wilhelm put that one right in the breadbasket of a Broncos player. Nicely done, 15-6. Knutson still serving here. First game. There's a big hit, and it does go off of a Lake Mills player. Or no, it does not go off. I thought that went off a Lake Mills player, but point for the Bulldogs, 16-6. Long serve. Out of bounds, so the Broncos will get the serve here. Trailing 16-7 are Belmond Klemme Broncos, coached by Lee Faborg. Serve is in. Here comes a set and a shot off of a Bronco player for a point for Lake Mills, and they're up 17-7. Dana Bauman serving. 10-point lead. The Broncos get something going here with a set and a hit over the net. Here comes a kill for number 9, Taya Kessler. She's got a couple of those, and it's 18-7. Bauman continues to serve. Ooh, nice dig by Bauman. And unable to get it over the net was Haley Baminio of the Broncos. So now 19-7. Dana Bauman, the 5'2" senior, back to serve. She got a nice jump serve. They get it over in 2, and here comes a nice set for Wilhelm again. Broncos able to play it. Soft hit did not work for Taya Kessler that time. And point goes to the Broncos now. 19-8 Lake Mills. First game of the evening of this 3 out of 5 match. That serve is long, and it'll go back to Lake Mills. Brianna Verhelst was the server on that one for the Broncos. One of their seniors. Substitutions into the game, Audrey Casperson. Serving, Ashley Groh, number 16, the 5'8" senior. That one's hit right back over. Gives Lake Mills a chance to set up the offense, and that's a kill. Number 2 for Mallory Wilhelm. And it's 21-8. Timeout is called by the Broncos. 21-8, first game here, and more volleyball action coming up from Lake Mills on LakeMillsBulldogs.com. Back in Lake Mills as we have volleyball action here on LakeMillsBulldogs.com. It's Bulldogs TV, powered by Live Sports Live. Tell your friends to tune in. We have the home volleyball matches all season long, and then the home football games as well for you here on Bulldogs TV. It's 21-8, Lake Mills in game 1 here tonight of this match with Belmond Klemme, the 1-0 Lake Mills Bulldogs, and the 0-1 Broncos from Belmond Klemme. Ashley Groh is serving for Lake Mills. As nobody got under that one. It was dug out by Ryan Sander, but nobody home to set it. And it's 22-8 in favor of Lake Mills. Ashley keeps the serve. Nice dig there from Laura Knutson. And yeah, 13 is Madison Barris. Tried to kill that one, but just unable to get it over the net. So it's 23-8 in favor of Lake Mills. Ashley Groh serving, 5'8" senior. (24-8). Here's Ashley again. Ooh, there, that's an ace. Couple of service aces for Lake Mills. And they get game 1. We'll take a break and be back with more volleyball action on LakeMillsBulldogs.com. We are in Lake Mills at the high school here with volleyball action, varsity volleyball. Lake Mills against Belmond Klemme. Lake Mills winning the first game 25-8, and they're 1-0 on the year, looking to win their 15th conference championship in a row and 16 out of 17. It's an incredible run for Jim Beamer and the Bulldogs. 25-8 was the score of that first game. It's bester 3 out of 5. And there's still about 25 seconds before they get underway. So let me tell you about this contest we have on our Facebook page, facebook.com/bulldogs-tv. And through the 15th of September, so you got a couple of good weeks here, a little more than 2 weeks, go to Lake Mills, or go to that the Facebook page, like and share the post about the contest that I'm talking about here, and you'll be entered to win a custom stadium chair and t-shirt with the winner announced on September 18th. And coming soon, I would think, to at least some of the football games, if not volleyball matches, We'll have some T-shirts. I think the plan is to put them up for sale. I mean, we might even launch some out of our T-shirt launcher for free, but we can have some of those for sale. The Bulldogs T-shirts from Live Sports Live here on Bulldogs TV. And be sure to mention to your friends, LakeMillsBulldogs.com, because we have, like I said, the football and the home football and home volleyball matches for the season. And also looking forward to doing a bunch of boys and girls basketball. Heck, we might even dabble in some wrestling. You never know. I know less about wrestling than I know about volleyball, so I may have to read up a little bit. All right, we're ready to get underway here in game 2. Lake Mills winning first game 25-8. And they're serving, and there's the point right away. It was Laura Knutson on the serve for the Bulldogs as they take the early lead in game 2 here. And here we go again. Set into the net goes the spike by the very tall number 19, Haley Baminio. I don't have the particulars for height and grade for Belmond Klemme players, but she's quite tall. Here we go again. Laura gets it over on the serve, and it's 2-0 Lake Mills. There's a set, and she got it over and almost got the point there, but the Broncos able to get it over in 3. Back to Lake Mills. This is a nice rally. There we go, a kill for Megan Groh. Her first. Seen about 6 good kills for Lake Mills tonight. A couple of aces. Somehow. Huh? Oh, net violation. Bummer. 2-1 Lake Mills. I get ahead of myself and don't pay attention to the referees down there. Luckily, the players do. There's a kill for the Broncos. That would be Kennedy Gabrielson. And it's 2-2. Second game, best 3 out of 5. Lake Mills winning 25-8 in the opener. Serving for the Broncos, Ryan Sander Jr. There's a set, and nice spike off of the back row player there, and a point for Lake Mills. 3-2. It's 3-3 now. There's a set and spike over. It's down by another very tall player. Mallory Wilhelm was 5'11", a senior. Nice kill there. Substitution, number 7 comes in. That's Audrey Casperson. Jaden Joint going out. Here's a serve. And that's Ashley Groh with a service there. Over nicely by Lake Mills. Here's the set and spike out. A little long there. It's 5-3 Lake Mills. Early going of the second game here. Ashley with a serve. Nice dig. They got trouble getting it over there by Haley Baminio. And it's another point for Lake Mills, 6-3. There's a dig. It's going to go out of bounds. 7-3. Ashley's on a roll, serving. A long list of assistants for head coach Jim Beamer. Donna Ellingson, Brooke Christensen, Cassie Johnson, assistants. A lot of managers too. That was a hit by Bominio that goes out of bounds. Point for Lake Mills, 8-3. Ashley Groh continues to serve. The dig that hits the beam at the top of the roof of the gym here and kind of caroms off awkwardly. So another point for Lake Mills. 9-3. We have a timeout in the action. We'll be back with more on LakeMillsBulldogs.com. We are back at Lake Mills High School here with volleyball action on LakeMillsBulldogs.com. We call it Bulldogs TV. It's powered by Live Sports Live online. And Lake Mills winning the first game 25-8 over Belmond Klemme. And right now leading 9-3 here in the second with Ashley Groh serving for Lake Mills. And Mallory Wilhelm, all 5'11" of her, right in the middle. She can almost touch the top of the net. She's so tall. That's a great asset to have right in the middle of your team there. Unable to get it over Belmond Klemme, so another point, 10-3. As the Broncos make some substitutions, or a substitution. Ashley Groh on quite a roll here. She's been serving for quite a while. 4 or 5 points, I think. And here we go, set. And that spike does not make it over. So it's 11-3 Lake Mills. Great tradition of volleyball excellence here in Lake Mills. Now the top of Iowa Conference for the last 3 years. There's a nice spike, but the Broncos able to dig it, and now a whistle. Double hit there. Point again for Lake Mills. 12-3, halfway to their second game. It's best 3 out of 5 anymore in high school volleyball. Broncos get it over. Here's the set, and Wilhelm with the big kill. She's 5'11", but she's more than just tall. She looks like a very solid player right in the middle there. Good body control, and she can just slam it down. And it helps to do that when you're 5'11" anyway. We'll take another quick break and be back with more volleyball action from Lake Mills on LakeMillsBulldogs.com. Mills High School for volleyball action between Lake Mills and Belmond Klemme. Bulldogs versus Broncos. And, of course, with the tradition here of volleyball excellence at Lake Mills, as expected, they're leading 25-8. They win the first game, and they're up 13-3 here in the second game. Best 3 out of 5. Ashley Groh continues to, the setter actually continues to excel on the service game here. She's got a really good dive. That thing just dies right in the back row on her serves. Over it goes Wilhelm with the spike, but able to keep it in play with the Broncos, but then not able to get a set, and it hits the ground. Another point for Lake Mills. They're up 14-3. And Ashley continues that service game. And there's a block right at the net by, that was Audrey Casperson. So another point for Lake Mills, 15-3. Here in game 2, Lake Mills having won the first game. And that one goes out of control, out of bounds, and it's 16-3. Ashley Groh seems like she's been serving all night. Probably because she has. I think she took over when it was, that's an ace. She's got a couple of those tonight. She took over with, I think they had 6 points. Now it's 17-3. That's long. Finally, they get Ashley Grow out of the serve here. Goes over to the Broncos, and they score a point there, 17-4. Serving for the Broncos, Haley Baminio, who's a freshman. Or no, she's a sophomore. And she hits it out of bounds on the serve, so 18-4, Lake Mills. Laura Knutson comes out of the game. And Hannah Hansen will come in. Another tall, 5'9", junior. There's a nice play by Lake Mills to get it over. In 3. Dig, set, and spike just gets blocked up. And there's a good rally going here as it gets back over. Oh, nice dig by Bauman. Sacrificing. And finally, the mistake on the Broncos side of the net. So 19-4, Lake Mills. And now serving for the Bulldogs is Mallory Wilhelm. The block at the net for another point, 20-4. Mallory with 4 kills and an ace by my recollection tonight. Of course, that's very unofficial. Another errant dig there for the Broncos leads to another point for Lake Mills, 21-4. Of course, they played a 25. There's a service ace. The player for the Broncos was pretty sure it was going to go out of bounds, but it did not. And Mallory Wilhelm gets her second ace. 22-4. Up into the rafters. It gets knocked over and it's in. So the Broncos will take the serve. Trailing 22-5. Out of the game, Mallory Wilhelm. Into the game is Faith Cox, the 5'4" junior, number 3. Serving for the Broncos is Kennedy Gabrielson, who is a freshman. And more substitutions. Into the game is Megan Grow for Lake Mills, as they have the serve back, now leading 23-5. That Taya Kessler serving. A try at a kill falls into the net for McKenna Ward of Belmond Klemme, and it's 24-5. Game point coming here for Lake Mills. Winning game 1, 25-8. Nice dig, goes over, and there's still life for the Broncos here in game 2. 24-6 now. Coach Beamer just keeps substituting, keeping players fresh, and everybody seems to be just as good as the others that they're replacing. So it's an onslaught of talent there. That one hit the rafters, but they were able to get a nice set out of Hannah Hansen and get it over there. That's long, and it's a point for Lake Mills. 25-6 will be the final here in game 2. 25-8. 25-6. And we'll be back with more volleyball action here from Lake Mills High School. Bulldogs TV, powered by Live Sports Live, online at lakemillsbulldogs.com. Back in Lake Mills for a volleyball action here on Bulldogs TV, powered by Live Sports Live, online at lakemillsbulldogs.com. I'm Jay Paul. Paul and Arthur are, of course, my cohorts in crime here, doing my behind the scenes. You get no glory, Paul, but you're good, man. We're going to get Paul. He's done some play-by-play in his life. We should, was it for MSU?
I didn't do play-by-play.
Well, you did. Yeah, you did. You do on some on-air work. You know what you're doing. We got to get you going here, too. We're a new venture here. Kind of started last year, getting our feet wet with some play-by-play of Lake Mills sports. But this year, we're doing the home games for football. The problem is we'd like to do them all, but not all the stadiums are equipped with what we need to do our business here on both audio and video online. We need good internet hookups and things like that, but Lake Mills was able to accommodate us, and we love the venture. It's Bulldogs TV, powered by Live Sports Live, and we're online with home games for volleyball and football and basketball in the future, lakemillsbulldogs.com, and on Facebook too, facebook.com/bulldogs-tv. So check that out too, and like us, and you'll get all the updates that we have for game action that we're doing. 2-0 in games for Lake Mills as we start game 3. It's 3 out of 5, so if they win here, it's all over. They won 25-8 and 25-6 in their second match of the year. But starting out with an ace there is the Broncos of Belmond Klemme, taking the early 1-0 lead here in game 3. Yeah, Lake Mills 1-0 on the year, having won 14 conference championships in a row. And looking pretty tough this year again. There's a kill again for Mallory Wilhelm, her 5th unofficially. And it'll be Laura Knutson, the 5'4" senior. Or no, I guess it's Dana Bauman, the 5'2" senior, serving. They serve from anywhere they want on the back line there, and it kind of throws me when there's 2 players back there. That's a misplay. That's a nice shot by the Broncos to get Lake Mills on the run in the backcourt there, and they were unable to recover. And now it's 2-1, Belmond Klemme here in game 3. Serving is Brianna Verhulst, a senior. And now 2-2 as Lake Mills takes the serve. Show you how old I am. Last time I broadcast volleyball was in Nebraska. I was out in Sidney, Nebraska, the home of Cabela's, doing radio out there. It's 20 years ago, so I'm just getting reacquainted with the game. Very fast-paced, and happy to do Lake Mills with the tradition they have going here. There's a kill for one of the Broncos players to make it 3-2 Belmond Klemme. Yeah, back when I was doing volleyball in Nebraska, they had side-out scoring. Now it's the rally point scoring. They had best 2 of 3. Now it's 3 of 5. I suppose different states have different rules, but that one skips over the net on a service and gets over. Lake Mills going to score a point there and get the serve back. Belmond Klemme's had trouble with the rafters here. I don't know if that's as common an occurrence as we're seeing tonight, but seems to hit the rafters quite often. I don't know if they're lower than other gymnasiums or not, but that would be an ace for Miss Mallory Wilhelm. There's 3 of those unofficially with 5 kills for her. Definitely a standout here. 4-3 in favor of Lake Mills. Nice dig. That's out, and it'll be a point. Mallory continues to serve with a 5-3 lead. This is a deep team for Lake Mills because, like I said, every time they make substitutions, you can't really tell that, you know, the level of play is still the same and as it was with the starters who were in there, so that's good. And they do substitute liberally, which keeps players fresh. That one goes into the net for the Broncos, and it's 6-3 Lake Mills. Trying to sweep the Broncos tonight in 3 straight. Long way to go, though, in this one. 6-3. Mallory Wilhelm with the serve, and it's out of bounds. So going back to serve for Belmond Klemme will be Danielle Jennison, the senior. Dug out nicely by Wilhelm. That's a nice kill. Good spike there for Taya Kessler. And she's got 3 kills, at least. And out of the game comes Megan Groh. Serving now for Lake Mills is Taya Kessler. 7-4 lead for the Bulldogs. That one's hits the rafters a couple of times. Even a light up there gets knocked around. And there's a good kill. Audra Casperson, number 7, gets her first kill of the night, and it's 8-4 Lake Mills. Serve is off of a Bronco player and out of bounds into the crowd, so it's 9-4. That'd be an ace for Taya. And we're going to take a break here with a timeout. It's 9-4 Lake Mills in Game 3. Looking for the sweep on LakeMillsBulldogs.com. Back in Lake Mills for volleyball action here. We have all the home volleyball games and football games for Lake Mills on Bulldogs TV, powered by Live Sports Live, and we are online at LakeMillsBulldogs.com. I know the volleyball team plays a lot of Tuesdays and some Thursdays, and I think they have a Saturday tournament or two. So as long as they're at home, we'll cover them here and bring you the audio and video of these games, and also football games, home games. Football team winning a nice game last Friday. Back in action with Lake Mills leading 9-4, make it 10-4. Game 3, having won the first 2 games, 25-8 and 25-6. And in command again, 10-4. Taya Kessler doing some good serving. And again, off of a Bronco player and into the crowd from the serve of Taya Kessler. So another ace for the 5'8" senior outside hitter. That one hits the net though. And she goes out. Now it is 11-5 Lake Mills. Last minute substitution for the Broncos. And serving is Madison Barris, the freshman. Set for the Broncos, and she didn't get enough on it to get it over the net there. So point to the Bulldogs, 12-5. And now substitutions left and right. Jaden Joint comes into the game. She was a starter, 5'5" senior. She's going to serve, leading 12-5. Nice dig and gets it over the net for the Broncos. There's a spike, but blocked there. Hannah Hansen with a big spike, but it eventually falls in for Lake Mills. And it's 13-5. Blocked initially, but unable to come up with the dig there. And Jaden Joint continues to serve. Sends it over. It's dug out and knocked over in 3 by the Broncos. Here's a nice set and a kill. Audrey Casperson, second kill of the night. 14-5. Jaden with the serve again. Sends it over. That's knocked off of a Bronco player, Madison Barris, and out of bounds. So an ace. Jaden's first of the night. 8 aces by my count for Lake Mills tonight. And the Broncos managed to get it over. And there's a nice little dink over the net. Hey, hit it where they ain't. That's part of the game. Hannah Hansen there with a soft kill to make it 16-5. Jaden Joint continuing on the service game. The set was a little far for Addison McMurray to reach. And it's out of bounds. 17-5, Lake Mills looking for the sweep of this 3-game match. We'll be back with more volleyball action on LakeMillsBulldogs.com. Back at Lake Mills, and the Lake Mills student section getting raucous here, as well they should. Their team has won the first 2 games of this best 3 out of 5, 25-8 and 25-6. And they lead 17-5 here in the 3rd game, looking for the sweep tonight of the Belmond Klemme Broncos. Volleyball action on LakeMillsBulldogs.com and on Facebook too. You can look for us, Facebook.com/Bulldogs-TV. A lot of kids here in the crowd, little kids too, and parents and grandparents. They have a really good cheering section for Bulldog volleyball. And of course, you know, you win 14 conference championships in a row, you're going to get a pretty good cheering section for you. And this year's team looks pretty stout again. 18-5 now with Jaden Joint on a roll, serving. That one goes up into the roof. But they get it over in 3. A set and hit over. Oh, is it going to make it? Yeah. Nice play. Madison Barris. And that's blocked at the net, so it goes back to the Broncos for service. 18-6. And the one player I don't have listed for Belmond Klemme is serving, number 34. And another good rally going here for both sides of the ball. And up and over. Good job by Dana Bauman. 19-6. And a couple of substitutions for Jim Beamer's team. Back into the game, Mallory Wilhelm and Laura Knudsen. They're up 19-6 with Knudsen serving, the 5'4" senior. They just keep coming at you in waves to these Bulldogs. They are quite impressive. Deep team. Let's see if the Broncos can get something going here, trailing by 13 in the 3rd game. It's going to be a point for Lake Mills as a net violation. 20-6. And here comes Laura again on the serve. Nice dig. Sacrificing the knees and body. Of course, they all wear knee pads, so. Again, hits the rafters and works in the favor of Lake Mills. You know, the Bulldogs seem to be able to play off their own rafters. Of course, they play here more than anybody else, so they probably know the caroms and how things work a little bit better than visiting teams, but it's been a good advantage for them, as there's an ace for Laura Knudsen. And it's 22-6 in favor of Lake Mills, looking for a sweep in this 3 out of 5 match with Belmond Klemme. Up and over to the Bulldogs. And that one goes into the net too, so 23-6. 2 points away from a 3-game sweep. And they'll go to 2-0 on the year with a win. That does get over. Nice job by Ryan Sander. Up and over again. Oh, tricky, and it works. That was Ashley Groh, who looked like she was going to set the ball, but ended up knocking it over, and it worked. Caught them on off guard there. 24-6. Here's game match point. Served by Laura Knudsen, and that is it. 25-6 in game 3. As Lake Mills is victorious and goes to 2-0 on the year. Belmond Klemme falling to 0-2. We'll be back with a recap from Lake Mills on LakeMillsBulldogs.com. Mills at the high school, where the Lake Mills Bulldogs volleyball team has gone to 2-0 with a big 3-game sweep over Belmond Klemme, 25-8, 25-6, and 25-6. So add that up, 75-20. And they are now on their way again for, well, hopefully their 15th conference championship in a row, and 16 out of the last 17 years winning that conference. Led tonight by Mallory Wilhelm with lots of kills, a handful of kills, and some service aces as well. Ashley Groh had some aces, couple of kills for Hannah Hansen. Taya Kessler got in a lot of about 3 kills and a couple of aces. Unofficially, of course, my numbers. Audrey Casperson with a couple of kills, aces for Jaden Joint and Laura Knutson. And they were rolled quite convincingly to their second win of the year. And again, we'll be covering Lake Mills home volleyball matches as well as football games at home throughout the season here on Bulldogs TV, which is powered by Live Sports Live and online at LakeMillsBulldogs.com, and on our Facebook site too, Facebook.com/Bulldogs-TV, where if you go there and like our page, like and share the post about the contest that I'm talking about here, you'll be entered to win a custom stadium chair and t-shirt. You have till September 15th to enter. Can they enter as many times as they want, I guess? I don't know. You can try it. It doesn't say you can't. The winner will be announced on September the 18th at our game going on there, or just on the Facebook site. And of course, our sponsors too, we can't do it without them, and we do appreciate every one of them. Young Plumbing and Heating, Womack Design, Sophia Asa Photography, Premier Concrete, Northern Iowa Therapeutic Massage, the Lake Mills Chamber, Carl Bladel Construction, Dave's Auto, Dale's Body Shop, BizWiz, and Amish Heirlooms Furniture. Again, Lake Mills Bulldogs, the volleyball team, is back on a roll this year again, as you might expect, with a 3-game sweep of the Belmond Klemme Broncos from Lake Mills High School. I'm Jay Paul. Bulldogs TV, powered by Live Sports Live, online at LakeMillsBulldogs.com.